So I want to talk now about a very important set of interconnected nuclei that are found in the central nervous system. And this is a little confusing because remember that ganglia, right, are collections of neurons that you find in the peripheral nervous system. They're often associated with autonomic function, like they're located, near organs that are going to be, changing some aspect of their function. But because neurologists actually first focused in on these structures in the central nervous system, they gave them their own name. They called them ganglia. So the basal ganglia are actually a set of interconnected nuclei. So these are collections of neurons that are found below the level of the cortex, so they're subcortical, and they're all linked together. And the neurologists were very interested in these because patients with damage to the basal ganglia or problems with the basal ganglia had very clear, neurological difficulties. They had all sorts of generally movement difficulties. So these are several interconnected nuclei, the basal ganglia, important for motor control and for movement. They include a brainstem nucleus, actually, that's known as the substantia nigra. This means black substance because it stains black. It's a brainstem nucleus whose neurons project into other nuclei of the basal ganglia, and at that synapse, they release dopamine. Dopamine is a particularly important neurotransmitter when it comes to drugs, and particularly for drugs of abuse. So the basal ganglia, I want you to know, several interconnected nuclei important for motor control and movement, and dopamine is intimately involved.